Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Troy Trojans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense set on first down. They'll give it to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Fullback's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They convert.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock. A great catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Handoff to the single back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The give to the fullback. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dan.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Oh, it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, claw, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Fast motion from the offense. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that pass picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The play action fake. And they get the sack just like that.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little
bit. A 3rd and long coming up here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment, trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Turner. He makes the connection. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Jacksonville State 14, Troy 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. The Gamecocks get the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Okay? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Wide out in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Vaughn. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full...
Oh, look out! The 30, the 20, and they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The definition of rumbling, and I think he was looking around for somebody to tackle him after a while.
I don't know if the defense even thought he was getting the football, but he had a massive lane to run through. There was just nobody there defensively to make that stop.
Oh, he gave him the dead leg, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Troy!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arkansas State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Jonesboro. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking downfield, it's Turner. Dances away to buy time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
That's a massive play by the defense. They were not fooled. 2nd and inches. They thought pass was a possibility. They get the sack, and now they force the offense in a 3rd and long situation.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback checking off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Looking to move it through the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Pocket starts to collapse. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Turner. Makes the grab down the middle. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback, but how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
The give to the back. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, oh, you're asking for an interception.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half. Jacksonville State 21, Troy 7.
And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Now on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Turner. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He finds his man, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on fourth down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on fourth down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Now from inside the red zone. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Gamecocks line it up with a first and goal. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Trojans decide to punt it away.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his man in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Troy, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Turner. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Motion from the offense. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Gamecocks! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on first down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown Gamecocks! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. The pitch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
The toss to the outside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. First down here for the offense. The lone back's got it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another.